Today on Artist Arms, we're reviewing the BlackbeardX dry fire system from Mantis.
Shooter ready.
All right, let's get into this. So the BlackbeardX is a dry firing system from Mantis, and it retails for $320 if you get the red laser option and $350 if you get the green laser option like I have here. So when you purchase this system, it comes with the main module, which is a replacement for the charging handle and the bolt carrier group, which essentially just turns your AR into a laser gun. And so it's nice in this way that it makes the gun perfectly safe that it can't fire a live round, though of course you're still using a laser pointer, so you have to be careful with that. This magazine is actually the battery for the system, and it connects right into the module when you put it into the mag well, and you're ready to go at that point. On the module for this system, there are these small holes here that you can adjust via an Allen key that's provided, and you can sight in the laser this way to make sure that your point of impact is just where you want it to be. I've been using the BlackbeardX system for dry fire for over a year now, and I've put in close to 18,000 rounds. When you think about how much that would cost for live ammo, you're potentially saving a lot of money. Let's say that even less than half of that was supplementing live fire. Let's say only 7,500 rounds. Well, given the current price of ammunition, that's still me saving somewhere around $3,000 by using this system instead of live firing all the time. Now, is dry firing a perfect replacement for live fire? No, but I would say that the Mantis system here actually is kind of a halfway between dry fire and live fire. And the reason I say that is because of the trigger reset. So one of the biggest frustrations that I've had with dry fire practice on an AR system is that you're constantly needing to reset the trigger via your charging handle. And so you're not getting a true to life experience of shooting your gun like if you actually were live firing with a loaded magazine. Because you have this trigger reset, it allows you to do rapid fire drills with your gun like you would in a live fire situation. And I think this makes a huge difference in how you're able to train at home. The BlackbeardX system connects to the Mantis app on your smartphone. And so when you are using this system, you can simply click the little Bluetooth button on the magazine and it will sync to your phone and give you real-time feedback into how your shots are going. And this is where it gets really, really phenomenal. So the sensor within this module is very, very sensitive. So it is giving you very, very minute, precise feedback detail about your hold, your trigger brake, and your follow through as you're shooting. And it will offer you suggestions via the app on how to change your posture or your stance or your hold on the rifle to improve your shooting. So you can kind of go through and see the suggestions that they offer and then start to play around tailoring how you are shooting to see how you improve. And every shot is rated on a scale of 0 to 100. So you can see your score going up or going down based on how you are holding and handling your rifle. And this is really invaluable in my opinion because some of the feedback is so detailed and so minute that it's something you might not even be able to see if you were watching someone shoot and trying to critique what they were doing. Now the big question is, does a system like the BlackbeardX translate into real world improvement as you're shooting your rifle? And in my experience, I would say it absolutely does. Now, when I purchased this, I was a very new shooter, and it was really beneficial to me to build up the proper muscle memory for my trigger control and my rifle handling through this system, and then use it in the real world. I spent several months where I was only dry firing, and when I came back to live fire again, I was actually blown away by how much improvement I had actually made in those months just dry firing using this system. Within the Mantis app, there's a ton of different drills that you can do. Practicing cadence, switching to your offhand, precision shooting, surprise muzzle brakes, and hostage rescue. All of these drills are giving you hyper detailed information to allow you to improve your shooting over time. And within the app, it saves all of your sessions. So you can actually track over time how your shooting has improved, what your issues have been over time, and how you were able to correct them. It's great to have that level of detail and also to be able to track your improvement and see where your weaknesses are. So I've said a lot of great things about the BlackbeardX. Now let's talk about some of the cons of this system. Now, there aren't many in my opinion, but the first one I will say is the battery takes a very long time to charge. So if you're expecting to just plug it in real quick, get a charge, and pop it into your gun to get a quick session in, that's probably not gonna happen. I haven't timed how long mine takes to charge, but I can tell you right now it's several hours. So if this thing is dead, it's not coming back online super quick. So as long as you're making sure that it's charged, you should be okay, but it is something that you should know. Another con, which isn't necessarily a direct complaint about this system, but you have to understand that with a dry fire system like this, it is not going to train you for movement while shooting or shooting at distance like live fire can. And those are definitely two areas that I think a lot of shooters are weaker in. So it's important to be aware of that and make sure that you're mindful to train while moving and also get out where you can train at distance. And if that means that you're just going to live fire to train at distance, then that's what you need to do. Because as cool as CQB is, you don't want that to be the only thing that you're good at with your rifle. So there you have it, guys. That is the review of the BlackbeardX dry fire system from Mantis. Now, Mantis isn't the sponsor of this video, but I almost have only good things to say about this because this has been a phenomenal system, and at least in my experience, I've seen it create dramatic improvement in my shooting, and I think it's definitely worth the money and worth checking out. As always, guys, remember a gun is only as good as the person using it. So get out there and be dry firing on a regular basis and live firing periodically to hone your skills so that you are training smart and training hard.